lines. We do, right? I mean, why not?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree, because otherwise we got to keep an eye on. I mean, we can't. Look. I know Guantanamo Bay is still standing there, right? We can't turn it into Guantanamo Bay High School and like make them all like Billy Madison go back to school and learn how to not be terrorists.
Yeah,
we could do that.
And their dunce cap is a big black hood when they're being chained to a car battery.
By the way, what happened to Guantanamo Bay?
I think nothing.
I think it's a Big Lots.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's an outlet.
It's a Galleria.
You go there to get Brooks Brothers shirts, half off.
Yeah.
How did that end? Like, we just don't torture people
So
anymore?
usually when I look into like a CIA like black site or something like that, I'm like, oh fuck, I remember that. I haven't thought about that in a while, and I look it up, and it's like still running somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So for all I know, Guantanamo Bay is still like happening.
I remember we gave all those women, all those ladies a bunch of shit that were taking pictures, like doing they were like doing Bring It On with like terrorists. They were like in the triangle formation and like, they were flipping a guy in the air that they had just anally penetrated with a bunch of hammers or whatever. But he deserved it because he was a dirty terrorist.
Yeah. Well, for national security reasons, we had to give them titty twisters and like make them eat drink pee.
Laugh at their tiny penises.
And we took funny pictures. We had like some mildly attractive white women like stand on top of them and go like that, give the thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like America, baby. What happened to Guantanamo?
I truly think we're just still doing the exact same thing.
It's just happening. We just don't talk about it.
Just people don't kind of give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they bring it back, honestly. I mean, time's a flat circle, right? So they're just going to reopen Guantanamo Bay again, but just rename it some horse shit.
Right.
Right? Where the fuck was it, by the way? Like Lake Michigan or something?
I don't know. Guantanamo Bay, doesn't it sound awesome, though? It sounds like there's like great crab bakes.
Yeah.
And you
water slides.
You put on a big bib and you just crack open fucking clams and have potatoes on top of a big newspaper.
Yeah. But there is also a guy shitting into a bucket in the corner.
Yeah.
With big nails.
And every once in a while you just shoot a taser at him and he's like, ah! And you go, that's right, shut up!
All right, if you eat the 62-ounce steak, you get to kill one of the inmates.
Fahrenheit 9/11, like Michael Moore is like on a big boat with everybody who needs health insurance from the 9/11 fallout. And he's like, well, isn't he going to see Guantanamo Bay or something on a boat? I'm like, this is like the worst cruise of all time. Michael Moore's just yelling at people with a bullhorn.
Yeah.
Which is how I imagine he orders food in New York City.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to. He has to. As much food as he needs, he's hoarse by the time he's done with his order.
That's why he keeps...
When Michael Moore orders food, it's like in a movie when there's an alien attack and every channel turns to the president making an announcement.
He goes... because of Michael Moore, there is no more milk for the next 4 months.
My fellow Americans, Michael Moore has just ordered a bang bang.
May God have mercy on your souls. That's why Michael Moore keeps shooting documentaries so he can pretend he's ordering for the crew of his movies.
He's got to be due for another one, right? I mean, Fahrenheit 11/9. I loved the first 20 minutes of Fahrenheit 11/9 were great because it was just like a great highlight compilation of Trump beating Hillary, and it was really funny.
Oh, wait, what was that one called?
He made Fahrenheit 9/11,
yeah,
and then Fahrenheit 11/9 was the day that Trump was like he won.
Well, he won, yeah. So it was about like what led to the Trump.
Is he still a big fag? Like, is he still?
Oh yeah, I mean he's a retard.
Yeah.
All of his every movie of Michael Moore's the big moment is just he gets escorted out of a lobby.
Yeah, the apotheosis
to be in.
The apotheosis of every documentary is he's like and send the email.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was it?
The whole
and
thing.
And then it cuts to black and it goes, they never responded for a comment during this documentary.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, it went to their spam folder. You're Michael Moore.
The big moment of the movie is like, and George Clooney didn't want to speak to me. Okay, fatty.
You fat retard.
Jesus, with your awful fucking turkey neck.
He clearly smells like a Goodwill.
You stink. Why don't you go back? Get back to making movies about how Detroit hasn't made a car in 40 years.
A guy like that, it's like, all right, the only thing you're an expert on is scabs. And like moles and like weird things on your skin. I don't really trust him on anything else.
Yeah,
he has. By the way, he has rent control in New York. I listened to him on a podcast.
Does he really?
He's been living and he lives with all the Wall Street guys. So there's like American Psycho guys walking like around him and like excuse me and holding their nose like this to get into their apartment.
Yeah,
because Michael fucking Moore lives in there, and he's like, yeah, I love that I give it like fuck him. And he pays like $1,200 or something.
He's just a hot dog cart. they get in the elevator with him, and it's a whole hot dog cart.
Yeah. He's got one fold full of hot water that you just reach a tongue into. You go, you want that dirty style? And if you want dirty style, you shove it in his belly button and mix it around a little bit. Yeah, no, he stinks.
He's a big fat retard.
I do like his stuff though. I love him. I always go see his. I always go see his movies when they come out.
Yeah,
I love Fahrenheit 11/9 was amazing because I went and saw it at the Vista. I think it came out in 2017, like a year after.
Yeah,
Trump
a year
won.
after. Yeah.
And I was with a couple of my friends, and we were like laughing our asses off because the whole first 20 minutes is it's great. It's just Trump winning, and it's like funny.
The best months of your life.
And he's trying to make it seem really sad and shit, but we're just like cackling, and everyone in the theater was like hated us
because he did do that gay thing in 11/9 where he was like, what happened in this country that we got to this point? It's like you were making documentaries about like what happened.
Yeah,
why are you
know what happened.
Why are you pretend oblivious?
And then the rest of the movie, he's interviewing people that are like, yeah, like my hometown has had no jobs in fucking 7 years.
And Michael Moore's going like, so when did you learn to like distrust the government? What caused it? He goes, I watched your last movie, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I watched Sicko. Yeah. Which is about his diet every day.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you go, well, then you see, what do you make? Bowling for Columbine? You go, now bowling, that's a thing he can speak. He can speak on that.
Oh, he was at the same fucking bowling alley that morning because of how cheap the chicken tenders are. He watched them bowl with their rifles.
Michael Moore's the only guy. He's in the background of every bowling scene in a film just because he's there. Mm-hmm. He's a patron at every bowling alley. You could see when Elliot, Sam Elliott's ordering a sarsaparilla in The Big Lebowski. You can see Michael Moore in the back, like putting on a bowling sleeve and rolling a strike, and then eating a chicken tender.
Yeah, he goes there to get shoes that stink less than his.
Just for a little while.
Can I get a number? Can I get a size 11 double wide? You got those? All right, let me get 2 size 11s. I'll cut them in half and sew them into one shoe.
That's his version of getting a hooker. He's like, I'm gonna go wear shoes that don't smell like me for a couple hours.
I've bursted out of these shoes, so I have to go get another pair and stink them up.
Isn't it funny that bowling still isn't cool after all these years?
Oh, it'll never be cool.
It's still not cool.
They tried to make it cool, but yeah, it still doesn't work. They have all these bowling alleys that are like hip and shit. Like
no one gets into it the way like golf has become cool and like tennis people are sexy, but bowling people are still like it's like the best bowler in the world is probably like Michael Moore. Legitimately. It's like, and then the female league, I'm sure, is way worse. It's fucking Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, bowling is for guys that they owe money to a mustard stain on their shirt. It's for guys that are in debt to stains. It's just
ketchup on their shirt. It says a loan shark somehow.
Yeah, there's just no dignity in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ketchup stain on their polo is like fucking holding a knife to their neck. Like, you better make this or we will fucking kill your family.
Yeah. You go to
fat fuck. They're all fat. They're all fat as shit. They wear gloves for anybody that has to like wear like special gloves for their thing is really gay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's people that take their shirt off to eat.
Yeah.
The smart ones. The ones that have like admitted to themselves their situation.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if
they get naked to have like a ribeye. The way someone would take off their clothes to take a shit, they do the same thing to like have dinner.
Right. I knew you were going with that.
And they refer to their meals by the number of wipes that they take. They go, that was a 2 wiper.
Yeah.